Welcome to your 15-minute guided decompression session. My name is Julian, and in this video I'm going to be walking us through a back-lying decompression mixed with a non-sleep deep rest technique. This is my favorite thing to do to reset and rejuvenate my body, whether that's after a day of work, after a sporting activity, or whenever I just want to manage any stress, anxiety, or tension I'm feeling in my body. This is a really good way to release a lot of those. And done on the daily and done consistently can have really profound impacts on the level of calm that we feel, the level of openness that we can have. So if you're ready to join me, the two most important things that we need to have is an inviting but firm ground surface to lay on. So if you got hardwood, I would suggest a yoga mat or maybe two, maybe some blankets, or if you have some squishy, foamy puzzle tile pieces like this, that can be really good. We also need to have something to elevate our legs onto. This can be a couch, this can be a chair. Couch is one of my favorites. Or you can get creative and make some sort of combination like this to find whatever height you like to have. Or if you just don't have a couch in your room like this, we all have things in our house we can stack up to put our legs on. So we can get creative, we can make it happen. The third optional piece, but highly recommended, is some sort of stretchy band. A lot of yoga athletes will have something like this, but they're pretty cheap. You can get them on Amazon. This is really helpful for keeping our hips, knees, and ankles stacked in our columns. I'll show you what that looks like. So if I go on my back here, and I put my legs up as if I were in my decompression position, a lot of us who have found our bodies to become front chain dominant are going to find our legs spilling open like this. We really want to bring them back to a neutral position of our ankle, knee, and hip in a nice line and column. So if we find we're open like this, having a stretchy band, pop that thing on. I like it right above my knees, but you can change where it goes. That helps bring everything that's spilled open back to the middle. So once you've got yourself situated, you got everything you need, I invite you to come join me, spend some time on the ground, get your legs up into a comfortable position, something that you're going to be good with staying in for the next little while. And we can just take a couple breaths to settle in, make any small adjustments. Place your arms and hands wherever you need them to go to help your body feel relaxed, to feel open, and to feel safe. Whatever adjustments we need to make with the head, like pulling it long and away from our tailbone, making sure that our airways feel unobstructed and really clear. And together we will begin our visualization. We're going to do a body scan, and we're going to imagine that we are laying under the sun and it's shining down onto our feet like a spotlight. It's directed and focused onto our feet. And we're going to bring our attention to the spotlight to simply take note of how that part of our body is feeling. Is there any sensation? Is it cold? Is it warm? Maybe there's nothing at all. We're not trying to change anything. We're just seeing how it is right now. We can pay attention to the difference of how the bottom of the foot feels, how the top of the foot feels, how our heels and ankles feel. And we can expand that spotlight to include our shins, our calves, the backs and the fronts of our knees. And on your next inhale, I want you to visualize that breath going into your knees, calves, and feet. A big inhale. And a long, drawn-out exhale. We're going to allow everything from the knees down to shut off. Every muscle, every feeling of stress, just permission to shut off. We're next going to direct the spotlight of the sun to the tops of our knees, moving up our thighs, through the quads, the hamstrings, the hips and glutes and pelvis. This can be a space of complexity for a lot of us. Some of us might feel pain in this area. Some of us might feel locked up. We really want to give this part of our body some intentional time and effort to relax and find a place of safety. And again, we're going to inquire with this part of our body. Take note of any feeling that's coming up. And on your next inhale, I want you to fill that breath into your hips. And on a long, drawn-out exhale, we can let go, let the muscles relax, and sink a little bit deeper into the ground. The next space, our spotlight of sun, will travel to will be our lower abdominals, our lower back, moving up to the transverse abdominals, the ribs, up the spine, the lats, through the chest, up to the neck. We'll extend our attention through the shoulders, down through the biceps, triceps, our forearms, from the base of our wrist to the tips of each finger. There's so much going on in this part of our body. There's so many organs functions, working tirelessly behind the scenes to make our everyday experience possible. We don't have to use effort to make our liver work. It works on its own. I don't have to try to make my heart beat. It beats for me. And with that sense of gratitude, let's take a deep inhale into our torso, feeling it fill every space that we just connected to. And on a long, drawn-out exhale, we're going to give our torso permission to fully relax and sink a little deeper into the ground. And next, our spotlight of awareness is going to move up from our neck to the bottom of our jaw, to the back of our skull, through our ears, through our scalp, down from our forehead, our eyes, our nose, cheeks, lips. And again, we're just going to ask, how does it feel? We can even bring our awareness to the thoughts that come and go, the daydreams, our attention wandering away and coming back, without judgment or feeling the need to fix or change it. We're just going to observe it as it is. And we all have a lot on our minds, a lot of responsibilities in the future to tend to. But I'll ask you to imagine, what would it feel like if there was nowhere to go, if there was nothing to do, no one to be, and I could just stay here for as long as I like? Let's just imagine together what that would feel like. And on your next inhale, I want you to feel that breath expand into your whole body. And with a long, drawn-out exhale, let's relax into that feeling of what it would be like to not have anything to do. feel ready, I'll invite you to begin slowly bringing energy back to your extremities. Or if you like, you can stay here for as long as you want. We can make some small adjustments. Move our head and spine around. Whatever stretches or extensions we need. I feel good. Gosh, so good. I'll turn slowly over onto my side. Pick myself up in a real gentle way. Thank you so much for joining me in this decompression session. I feel so freaking relaxed. I feel so good. Doing this every day consistently has a real potential to make profound and lasting impacts on our body's ability to recover and on our ability to manage levels of stress. So if you joined me today, you did a really good job in serving your body and giving it some really intentional, powerful work. It's not always easy to lay down and do nothing for a little while. So thank you for taking the time to do that. My name is Julian, and that's it.